now, boy.
That's what I'm looking at.
I'm
$50
looking at the
calls. Let me
$50 calls. That's
see.
what we doing, y'all. The $50 SMCI
18th volume open interest is
four
20,000.
four
The
day
IV, god damn, that IV is crazy.
4 day
I don't like.
expiration. Get a 4 pack. All right, it's done.
Mm-hmm.
I'm in there.
We getting a 4-pack?
I'm in there.
We in there?
I'm
All
in
right,
there.
What?
let's get a
$50
4-pack.
call?
Yes, sir. I got a 4-pack. Let's go.
First level we want to see SMCI break is 46.60 for us on that position. The stop loss, we're going to have our stop loss set at 45.16. And that'll be a short stop position. And that'll be that for SMCI. We need to erase this one because we're already in. That's the entry alert.
Yeah.
And then we'll have the second take profit if it happens to touch up here. This 47.90, that'll be love. How much time left on this 30? 15 minutes? Okay.
I want to get in, but I don't.
No, be careful. This is a high risk play. This is a Monday trade, man. You know how Monday trades could go. So you gotta be careful. I'm really here today for the chart, and today it got smacked off of Coinbase and Eli Lilly, but I got long positions on those, so I know they'll bounce back. I'm not too worried.
My bad, man. What the fuck is my dispatcher talking?
Why my chart taking so long to load?
Just get it back on the test to pick it up.
What's going on here? Anyways. Yeah, Nvidia's catching a bounce off this 138.17. We had a little dip coming into Monday this week. We got the China news on Nvidia.
Anytime you hear that news,
anytime you hear that monopoly, people are always gonna get a little shaky because they don't know if it's gonna force them to break up the company in some kind of way. But I don't think that's what's gonna happen here. I think China's doing stuff like this to hurt Nvidia because of what America's doing with the bans. America's banning a lot of production of specific Nvidia chips or exportation of specific Nvidia chips to China. So since they're starting to do that, China's going to start punching back and doing their own things that they feel like are going to impact the production on this side. So I saw they put a ban on certain like minerals and materials that could be exported to the U.S. or they're trying to increase the cost of them. Probably some kind of trade war going on. So get ready for that to happen. Or that is kind of what we're seeing play out right now, honestly. Let's see, do we have any?
Y'all got, you said this week SMCI calls?
Yeah.
$50 calls, right?
Yeah.
$50.
Earnings this week, we got Oracle earnings today, AutoZone earnings tomorrow, Adobe earnings on Wednesday, and Broadcom on Thursday. Broadcom and Costco on Thursday. That's interesting. So we got Broadcom and Costco Thursday.
Boy, I can't.
Let's look at Broadcom. I did a little Broadcom trade before.
I ain't heard it in a while.
Let's pull their chart up and see what they're doing.
Oracle been running. They had a nice little bounce. Within this month.
My charts
You could have caught them back when they was like the 170s, 175, 180s, I think. That's the last time I seen them trading around that price, like 180s, 175.
Yeah, that's where they at right now, 180. They had a nice, Broadcom had a nice push. What was this? That was Friday. Friday, they had a crazy push from 173 to 179. And they got earnings coming out this week. They're going to chop throughout the week leading up to their earnings. But I do think Broadcom's going to have good earnings. I don't trade earnings often. I'm not going to do this one. And then we have Costco coming up as well for earnings this week on Thursday. This week we have the 1-year consumer inflation expectations for November. That comes out in 40 minutes. So we're going to see what consumers expect inflation to be over the next year, 1-year expectations. And that's it for reports right now. Let me see any more reports coming out this week that are important. OPEC meeting tomorrow. Non-farm productivity report comes out. Let me pull this up for the people that may not know. So OPEC meeting, for people who don't know, OPEC meetings happen between the 13 most oil-rich countries, and they kind of come together to discuss what they're going to do with oil prices going forward, since they're in complete control of oil and the oil prices. When they come together, they come to some, global standard of oil pricing that they're going to follow and adhere by, which regulates our oil and gas prices around the world. So the OPEC meeting is pretty important. And then we have CPI on Wednesday. That's going to be big. Consumer Price Index report on Wednesday. Always got to pay attention to the reports that are coming out during the week that you're trading. So before I even charting a week, I want to see the reports that are coming out, because that's going to affect the volatility of the market. So we got CPI Wednesday. That means PPI comes Thursday, because CPI and PPI usually come back to back.
And then what? Job is just some shit on Friday, or?
Yeah, and then Friday, actually that might be coming on Monday, because we have the PPI on Thursday. Initial jobless claims is Thursday with PPI. Mm-hmm. So it comes out the same morning.
Nigga, that been ain't too long. I know how that shit go.
30-year bond auction comes up on Thursday. That's going to be big as well, because the bond market is bigger than the stock market. There's much more money being traded and transacted in the bond market than the stock market. A lot of people sleep on that fact, and they don't realize that. But the bond market holds a lot more capital in it, and that's because that's where a lot of people with money go, due to it being guaranteed returns. So the government is guaranteeing you 4 to 5% on your money. They're doing that on sometimes 2-year notes, 1-year notes now. You're able to get 4 to 5% guaranteed flip on your money in a year from the government. A lot of people pour their money into those wealth vehicles because, like I said, they're guaranteed returns. Stock market, you got to deal with a lot of volatility over that year. But you may get more returns at the end of the year for dealing with that. Or you may take a loss. But when you start thinking on large scale of people who have millions upon millions of dollars, they want to eliminate risk. They're not even really looking to take risk. They're really looking to have riskless investments or little to no risk investments, where the return on their money is guaranteed, like with government bonds. Hence why that market is so much bigger. And then we got Friday, export price index. I don't think that's really that important, but the PPI, CPI, PPI Thursday, CPI Wednesday. These are things we got to keep on the top of our mind as we chart out these levels and what we're going to see coming forward for the week. How do you guys feel about CPI right now with inflation being how it is? Y'all think CPI is going to have a big impact on the market if it comes in higher than expected?
Nah, I don't think the impact on me is big right now until inaugurations.
Right.
I think it'll move, but it's not going to give you
too much
big impactful move until inauguration.
Not like it was doing during the summertime, right? Shit, CPI came out. That was like the biggest report every time it came out throughout the summer.
Mm-hmm.
That thing would shift the whole market.
I think we'll move, but nothing crazy.
All right. Anybody in here watching the space, make sure you guys retweet and share the space so we get some more people in here, and this is how we share the gems, share the knowledge with the community. Let's see, any interesting news? So we talked about the NVIDIA investigation from China over anti-monopoly laws or antitrust. You'll hear that, anti-monopoly, antitrust. You'll hear those things go together. Let me see if I see any other big economic news that we need to address here. Oh, we know TikTok is going up for sale. That's a big thing coming up. TikTok is going to, it's not going up for sale. It's going to be banned, or they have to sell. It's going to be banned by mid-January if they don't sell. So they try to appeal this in the Supreme Court, and the Supreme Court upheld the ruling that TikTok either has to sell or it has to be banned from the United States come mid-January. And it doesn't like they're trying to sell anything. Now, this is going to be an unprecedented kind of move because I've never seen anything like this, especially an app that is heavily used by Americans at this scale and monetized off of. I don't know how smooth this ban is going to go. We're going to see what happens between now and that date. If the president steps in with anything, but we know he's not really favorable towards China or Chinese technologies anyway. Even though this is not necessarily a Chinese technology, that is where the big threat is coming from. He feels like the United States Supreme Court and the courts feel like there's some kind of leakage that could happen through TikTok and, cyber spying happening to America through TikTok and influencing our people and our country. So let's see if this ban really goes through. If it does, this will be an unprecedented move, and I think it's going to just fuel this trade war that we're in with China, and it's going to escalate things even more, even quicker than I think they're pushing right now, because of how much money is going to be impacted by that ban. We may not realize it from our standpoint, but a lot of companies and a lot of businesses are going to be affected by this ban, and they're going to fight back in some kind of way. So let's see what happens there. Oh, wow.
Now their favorite content creator can't say Pepsi 50 times while they live.
You said what?
I said now their favorite content creator can't say, just say the company name 50 times like when they're live and shit, so it's gonna be a problem.
Mm-hmm.
Let me see. This nigga finally went to sleep. Yeah, I don't like that.
And then the United Health UNH CEO got taken out. They killed that man. And now they're putting out images of the shooter. That was a professional job. If anybody watched the video, everybody knows that was a professional job.
Big professional job. Why the nigga had Monopoly money in his book bag?
He had Monopoly money?
Yeah.
Really?
Yeah.
Wait.
The shell case says deny, depot, defend, which is a healthcare mantra in the legal part of healthcare in terms of denying claims. So his bag was full of Monopoly money, and the shell casing that he shot the dude with, the bullets, the shell casing, engraved on him, and it said deny, depot, defend, which is the legal healthcare mantra in terms of denying people's health claims.
That was on the shell casing of the bullet?
It's trying to make it seem like he's an angry, citizen who's just angry with the healthcare system, but I think it's deeper than that.
Yeah,
But that angry citizen was sure fucking organized and he knew.
Yeah, that shit was planned, bro.
Oh, for sure. Because how would an angry citizen know that this nigga staying across the street from a hotel he's having a meeting at?
Right.
For a minute.
You know what I'm saying? But yeah, them people crazy.
That was definitely set up, man.
It's a whole Batman episode, bro. Bag full of Monopoly money. He's like, who's this? The Riddler?
The Riddler, right? Like, bro, who is this man? It's like, yeah, exactly. This is a Batman episode. This is how the Riddler got started.
I mean, these the type of villains Batman be going after. Oh, you want to attack rich billionaires, huh? I'm gonna kill you.
Bro, this is not making sense.
Yeah, that's wild. It's the world
Microsoft. Oh, Microsoft. 30. Let me see. 445. Apple is still breaking out as we speak.
Damn, I
should have down $2.50. Something's not making sense.
I should have stayed in my puts, man.
Yeah, there's a line discrepancy somewhere. Either we're about like, I mean,
should have stayed right in my Q put, man. This SMCI calling going nowhere,
bruh. That's SMCI shit trash right now, kid.
Yeah, I'm not trading that. I don't like the IV on that trade that y'all made. That's why I'm not in there with y'all. That IV is crazy. I'm still in AMD though. AMD.
I'm still in my other positions, but damn, dog.
Microsoft still pushing right now. Well, Microsoft had a crazy pullback, put in a crazy top wick. Now I was trying to get back to 445.
That's why I say something might have happened.
Listen, man, I see momentum. Only reason I did the SMCI trade, one, I see momentum on the 15 coming into the favor of the upside, swinging back. And then I think SMCI was in positive, heavy momentum to the upside on a daily chart as well. But my chart taking some.
Yeah, it's there.
I don't know why.
I like the setup. I just don't like I'm talking about the Greeks on that tree. I don't like the Greeks on it. I like the setup.
Yeah, we're going to get that. We're going to get that push. We're going to get 46.60. We're going to break above that. Watch.
Once I catch it, I could be okay.
Yeah, I'm not sweating that too much. It was a light trade anyway. Going light. If you jumped in the SMCI call, make sure it's light. 45.50 entry. 46.60 target. Followed by 47.90 target. Free gem for y'all. Anybody watching? Free gem. That's why you need to subscribe, follow, and share.
Sheesh, what's up with Boeing? Kid, Boeing took off this morning, boy. They are 4%.
Oh yeah, Boeing bouncing back.
Ooh. Oh,
Boeing bounced back, boy. Yeah, that's when time to get a put on Boeing, boy.
I don't see any news on
that
Boeing.
That shit shot all the way back up. That's the biggest engulfing candle I've ever seen on Boeing.
Let's pull up Boeing real quick.
Right.
Lily does not get you off my screen.
You can't chart Boeing. I always said that Boeing is a new. Yeah.
I got call entry for Boeing. My call entry for Boeing is 158.80. I didn't have an alert on them though. Let's look at the weekly real quick. Let's pull up the weekly. Oh, hold on. I do like this weekly on Boeing. Especially at this 161. I got an entry at 160.66 too, so it's not too far from an entry.
Shit together. I have to go further.
I like that. I like this. Airlines are also going to get a lot of push coming into the holiday season. I'm pretty sure of it.
Hopefully they don't got an inspection coming up.
Oh, Boeing?
Let me see if any news came out on Boeing.
Yeah, y'all got that one. I'm not even touching that shit. I don't care what levels you see. I can't do Boeing.
Boeing wins the contract to aid the C-40A aircraft for the U.S. Navy and Marine. Boeing has secured an $86.2 million contract to support the C-40A aircraft program for the U.S. Navy and Marine Corps. Who's competing with them? Who's bidding against them? Who's bidding against Boeing on these contracts? Please let me know. Airbus? They're not winning that shit.
Boeing is the only company, bro. It's a competition in itself.
So the major thing favoring Boeing is the global defense spending rising amongst global hostilities. So we got a lot of global tension building up. So they're doing a lot of preemptive building of, jets and planes and hangars and all this kind of stuff just in case we got to get busy. And that's going to affect Boeing. That's going to cause Boeing the price to jump up. Because Boeing is the main supplier of military aircraft. War, unfortunately, pumps the market, especially in specific places like a Lockheed Martin, and a Boeing may benefit, and a, what do they call it? Who's the gun maker? I forget the gun maker's name. Smith & Wesson. Those kind of companies benefit during those war times. But I got an entry on Boeing at 160.66. I think I'm gonna set an alert here, and I'm gonna keep watching it. If it gets to, I'm gonna set an alert for see if it tests this 162.30 area. If I get that alert, then I'm gonna reconsider and I might jump in Boeing. Not a short position. The Boeing position would have to be something that I'm playing like at least 3 months out. I already have the price level.
Them boy, anything can happen, bro.
Yeah, exactly. Boeing's real choppy and volatile, so you gotta be careful. But they are essentially a monopoly, like we were just saying. Who's competing with them realistically? Their names out there.
Them niggas worse than a goddamn zero day, boy.
The Boeing contracts are worse than a 0 day.
I wish
Yeah,
Gulfstream was a little more public. I feel like they could have took Boeing out of competition.
Who?
Said I wish Gulfstream went public. I feel like they could have took Boeing out of their competition.
Oh, Gulfstream. Okay.
Yeah, I know Gulfstream, the aerospace company. I used to work for them.
Nah, I don't know them like that.
Yeah, they're not public. That's probably why you ain't really familiar with them. Gulfstream is a really big aerospace company down here in the South.
But all right, so
period internationally, but yeah, Boeing probably got it right now for sure.
This week for charting, let's go over some of last week's levels and call-outs. Let's see. Oh, actually, no, this is from the second. These are the levels from the second. Intel, y'all still looking at Intel? Because we had Intel on the list. I didn't think Intel. I thought Intel would be better to the put side. Let me see what Intel did. Intel still tanking? Intel down. Intel.
Yeah, I don't.
Same place.
I hate that stock, man. Like trading it, trying to catch a setup on. It's just too. It consolidates way too much. You got to really like go. A month or so out on Intel for sure.
So I'm gonna leave Amazon on the list.
Look at it today, bro. That shit.
We're gonna leave Amazon on the call-out list. We're gonna put Microsoft on this week's list. We're gonna have Nvidia. Some of the classics, some of the favorites, the Qs, of course, and SPY for the ETF traders out there.
Morning, my boys.
Morning, my man.
Good morning, bro. It's good.
It's been a shitty morning, but we here.
Where's Sophie? Sophie at 15:40. I was gonna say, ain't supposed to be at work at 15:46. 15:46, 15:76. I'm gonna redo. Sophie would not pull back to that 14:52 for me, but I think it's coming. I'm gonna wait. I'm gonna keep these same levels for Sophie plugged in. We're gonna redo levels for SPY. And then we're going to add Coinbase onto this list for this week. We're going to do some Coinbase levels. And one more company to add. Any company I want to add off the top of your head you thinking about? Something that you really want to watch this week?
I don't know.
Tesla puts look good right now. I'm not gonna lie. It's very tempting.
Jim Cramer said that's the stock to buy.
That's exactly why I want to put puts on them. That's what makes them more tempting to me. SMCI broke down below the stop. We gotta get out of there. Them boys.
I told y'all leave that shit alone, boy.
Lost a good 20% on that.
Yeah, that
Well,
I ain't like that setup, man. Well, I ain't like the contract. The way it was moving. SMCI, they had jumped in some calls.
They rejected. They rejected that 45 fast. I'm out of there. I'm done. I took a $100 loss.
Yeah, AMD finna piss me off too.
Yeah, that shit look like he could go down a lot more.
AMD, yeah, right? That's what I said. AMD don't look good, man. I would not keep messing with AMD. I'll be careful.
I got 128 on AMD.
AMD is not looking good at all.
I only did it because 133 was the level a couple weeks ago for like ultimate support. So it was pretty gimme.
The next weekly support I see is at 122.
Ooh, shit.
Wow.
You know what? I think we're gonna put Meta on the list this week, man. I always stay away from Meta, but we're gonna chart Meta this week.
Oh man.
Man.
Straight.
You got a company?
I don't know, man. I kind of want to stay away from Meta. At least like give it a week to see how it's going. Because Meta, these levels up here, it's scary, boy. It's
we in scary times, Tim. It's the scary times we living in.
Because I said, God damn. Yeah. We can't even hold that 6. Remember we was flirting with 611, 610?
Mm-hmm.
For like a day or two straight. I thought we was going to hold that today. We ain't even held that.
Nah. The level I got for Meta to hold is 602 if it's going to hold anything.
600 for sure at this point.
Yeah, 600, 602 would be the support level where I could see entering calls at. That would be the call entry. Put entry will be if they get below 600 to get to about like 590, really 598. But I would put the put entry a little bit lower. I'll get in the put below this buy and buy.
I'll get in. I'll jump in with you at around 602, 600. I'll definitely get around there.
Yeah, let me do a Meta. We're gonna put Meta on the list this week. And since we got it up already, we're gonna say Meta call entry. It has to hold and bounce above 602. Has to bounce above 602.80. Yeah, 602.80 has to hold a daily above there for me to want to enter. The first target on that Meta call would be 617 off of the December 4th daily wick. On top of that wick right there. That's where I put that. And then you got the top of the wick from, I would say the top of the wick from today. I wouldn't even go to the all-time high. Top of the wick for today at 626 would be the next target on those calls. If we enter at 602, it's the call entry right there. And then we're going to say the stop out for that call. It's going to be very short stop, 599.45. That's going to be based off of the wick from November 12th, daily wick, the top of that wick. And then you're going to look for your put entry on Meta. Your put entry would be right around 590. Where is this? 592.91 would be put entry. With a target of, first target would be 589. Really 590.01. I'm getting that from the wick on Thursday, October 24th. So remember, as you set these levels, every time you come down off a level, off an entry, you're looking for the next wick that it hits off these candlesticks. And the very next wick that I touch is this one right here, off of this put entry. Then we're going to move down a little bit more for the next take profit. Oh, this is take profit right here. So
I like calls right here for potential reversal.
calls on what? The Q?
The market.
On the whole market?
Yeah, the market. Yeah, we overextended. We ain't about to be pulling back like that, man.
It's Monday.
I know,
man.
it's nah, we ain't pulling back no more, bro. I can bet you money on that.
All right, 587.01 will be the next take profit on Meta after that point. All right. So
I was looking at there's two contracts I like that got some interesting Greeks on it and some open interest. One is the $700 call for January 17th. To my Meta.
Okay. What call you said?
Meta calls. I was looking at contracts while you was doing all that.
What contract?
Like the $700 call for January 17th. That's one that I'm looking at. It's like 230 right now, I think. Yeah, around 230 a contract.
That's the strike price you said?
$700 call for January 17th.
Okay. If you get
Oh, that's some dang. SNCI did y'all dirty. Y'all could have stayed in.
Did it just reverse? You lying?
Yeah, a strong double bottom too. I'm talking about strong. At 44.50, a double bottom down there.
I'm still in there.
Oh, are you?
I think I was not down 30. I was not down 30%. One thing is, if I'm down 30, I gotta go.
Yeah, just put in a nice double bottom.
You gotta stick to that dirty 30 rule, man.
Yeah, let's see what happens on this close. We got 13 minutes for the close.
Yeah, definitely see how it closes. This is a nice spot though for pivot, for sure. We're gonna pivot anywhere today. It should be here.
The put stop. If you got in those puts, you would stop out of the put by 595.11 on Meta. Get up out of there.
And Amazon reversing too. That's a nice spot for Amazon.
I wanna get me a nice Amazon long call, man. I was in some Amazon long calls. I took profit on them. I was up a good like 200%. I didn't want to hold them much longer, but if I would have held them, boy, them things would be up like 1,000% right now.
Sheesh.
That's so, boy. I keep talking about them 215 calls for 1220. I'm hurt by that.
Yeah.
I have 5 of them shits.
SMCI, since we were just talking about SMCI call entry 45.68. I'm keeping that level. We're going to say the first take profit off of that. Let me go to my weekly because that's what I chart off of, usually the weekly chart.
G.
What's up?
Were you still in AMD?
Yeah.
What you did? Average down?
Yeah, a little bit. Yeah, I did.
Ooh, okay.
It's for December 20th. So
that's all I needed to know. I'm in there with you, man, like swimwear.
I'm in the 6th.
I got a 10
contract on the spies hidden.
You got a contract on what? What'd you say you got a contract on? Spy?
SP 500.
Calls, right?
Yeah, I got a call. I called this reversal. It's doing good right now. It's still going up.
You in a 0 day, 1 day? What kind of contract you got over there?
You know I'm doing the day one, man. Hold on, let me pull it up for you.
The 1 days.
I'm at like 34% right now. Hold on, wait.
Yeah. I think you should be good on it.
I got the 606 call.
Yeah, I was looking at those.
So what
I
expiration?
bought it like 30.
Oh my God.
3.
Oh. I missed my entry on Amazon. I'm about to jump on Amazon 630 calls.
Who?
Amazon 630 calls.
630 calls? Amazon?
In the money.
230, you mean?
I mean 230, yeah.
It's 630. God damn, boy.
Yeah, I'm thinking about Meta, kid. My bad.
You going 2 years out.
Right? Nah, I was thinking about Meta, kid. My bad. Meta still have me tripping, dog.
I kept saying Meta 500 last week. You right.
And I was thinking about them 615 puts this morning. Them shits worth like 3 and some change. Now, them shits worth like them there $1,300.
I'm back in SMCI. I want my $100 back.
I ain't never left.
They printed a 3-bar. How to get back in there? A 3-bar on the 30 says get back in. We reversing, boy. We going up.
Right?
That's for a pivot right now. I like Tesla $400 calls right now.
But you see now with the jumping out, what happened is now, listen, I got to stick to my rules. So at the end of the day, you hit your stop. You want to stick to your rules and hitting your stop. And especially if it hits it and closes a time frame that, for me, it's not just about hitting the stop. It's about closing that time frame. So that 30-minute would have needed to close below my stop, which it did. So I got up out of there. And then it came back in and went back above entry. All right, I'll jump back in at entry. The levels are still the levels, irregardless. So now what you're looking for is confirmation. So now the confirmation to jump out was the 30-minute closing below here. The confirmation for me to jump back in on this reversal is that this is a 3-bar. This is a 3 reversal bar. That's stuff that has to do with the strat. That's giving me the confidence to jump back in this position. If it was just coming up to 45.60 and it was still a 1-bar and hesitating, I wouldn't be getting back in because it could still pull back and drop down. But this 3-bar is usually a strong sign that a real reversal is coming in with volume behind it. So we should have a decent amount of volume on this candlestick. Where's my volume indicator at? Where did that shit go?
Oh yeah, we up 25% on SMCI. Let's go.
I'm up 14%. I got $80 back out of my 100, boy. Already, stop playing with me.
That's how you do it.
Yeah.
I told you, I'm gonna play the reversals every time.
And there goes SMCI.
So SMCI, the first target, we about to hit the first target at 46.95.
Good shit.
Second target, 48.43 is the second target. Let's see if we get that. And the stop out, I will keep the stop where I had it before, which was right down here, this wick at 45.13. That's the stop for the call. We close a 30-minute below that. You gotta go.
You gotta go 3%. I should sell it.
Say what?
How far do you think this reversal is gonna go, Shot?
On what, SPY?
You think it's just people pulling their money out, or you think it's a real recovery?
SPY didn't chart SPY, but SPY levels, what it looks like,
I'm waiting for that third. I'm in that, what's it, 506 contract.
So you jumped in and not even knowing what you was gonna do?
Yeah, man. We gotta stop doing that. We gotta jump in with the levels set. You gotta jump in with your take profit and stop loss set. You can't jump into plays without a take profit and stop loss set. You're asking for failure. So you gotta jump in and say, okay, this is the dollar. This is the level I'm looking for based off of this time frame that I'm looking at. I'm setting my weekly levels up I'm setting the call out levels up off of weekly charts always. So anytime I'm giving out price levels, these are always weekly levels I'm giving y'all. But if you jump in off a trade off a 30-minute chart or a 15-minute chart and you're looking for an intraday scalp trade, then you got to set your take profit and stop loss off that 30-minute chart. You know, and that's the chart you're going to be looking at and trading off of during the day. Because your contract is usually a 1-day or 0-day contract, which I don't suggest 0 days. I really don't even suggest 1 days. But
what contract you have, bro? I'm about to help you.
I have the 6. Hold on. It's the 6. I just sold it at like 46%.
Oh,
Good
so
job.
you already out of there.
Good job. Good job.
Yeah, I decided to get out of there once it started
Oh.
dropping.
I was gonna say
I
your
usually
take
play like
profit
this.
on that would have been 605.80. I would have gave you as your target. 605.80 would have been the
So
target.
you only
for
got
this.
what, 17 cents?
Yeah,
He
it's
close.
gonna hit that 605.80. It's gonna
That's
hit
good
that.
Mm-hmm.
Is it gonna
Ain't
work
gonna
all the
lie,
way through
boy.
this selling block all the way up to 606.20? I don't know, but it should hit that 605.80 without, and then it's gonna start hitting resistance because it hits this consolidation.
605. And
We have
then
40% on Microsoft.
SMCI
Yeah, it was
pushing.
606 calls.
Oh, okay. That expired when?
Yeah, I got it like 33 cents a contract. It was cool.
That expired what, today or tomorrow?
Nah, it expired today. That's why.
Okay, yeah.
I just seen us hit past that weekly level, and I was like, okay, I'm gonna get some kind of reversal. The question is, for me, the question was, I was like, okay, am I getting in to the point to where I'm still? It hasn't like, am I catching the falling knife, or am I getting at the bottom? And just everything I've been seeing for like the past 30 minutes, I was like, okay, I'm thinking I'm catching at the bottom.
Yeah, trend wise, this should be the bottom. Trend wise, pullback wise, we do need the knife like this at least to continue upward. So it looks crazy on the day, but ideally this is a healthy pullback to keep going. If Bitcoin going to continue to rip upward too. So now you did the right thing with just scalping, taking your money.
Mainly because I saw the whole market was doing this, except for Apple. Apple and Microsoft are actually doing pretty well. So I was like, okay, it's going to reverse at least a little bit off of that. So I was like, I'm going to get some kind of change.
That's why I was never bearish on SPY. I was always bullish because you got to catch those type of signs. Apple and Microsoft is like one of the two heaviest weighted names in SPY. So
yes, sir.
For those to be upward and SPY to be down like that, you got to catch like those type of signs to know, oh yeah, SPY's going to reverse at some point.
Exactly. Then I saw the lows for the rest of the market kind of bottoming out what it looked like.
Exactly. So yeah, that was a good ass trade, bro. Good shit for sure.
40%.
I called it.
Come on now. You can't be mad with 40% profit.
I'm still chilling in AMD, man.
Come on, shout out to SMCI, man. Shout out to SMCI, man. I seen that coming.
SMCI bring niggas back to life.
What the contract at now? I was gonna get it around 100, but I was like, fuck that.
Give me my bread. It's at 150 now.
150?
Yeah. 150.
I was gonna get like two of them things.
The Microsoft call, the January 10th one is up 72%. I got into that last week.
Yeah,
I should have averaged down when that shit was like $80, boy.
That shit going brazy.
Yeah, I'm good on the Microsoft call. I was either going to jump back in SMCI like I just did, or I was going to put that bread onto the Microsoft call and get one more contract. You know, but SMCI, you call that, I saw that reversal come to him and said, oh, SMCI like a bounce. I said, hold on, let me go back to that chart real quick. Let's look, 3-bar. Okay, let's get back in there. And this is what happened.
Said once SPY catches, I did say once SPY catches up, it's going to bounce. It just SPY was in that falling knife.
Yeah, and you don't know how far those joints fall, man. So you got to get out and save yourself. That's why I took my stop. I said, let me get out because you don't know how fast and how far that thing goes. I've seen some crazy drops.
Especially at these levels, nigga. You don't know what we about to do.
All right, we've been rallying for weeks now. That pullback could have went crazy.
Nigga, what? Well, now
that should give you that little long wick.
Yeah.
Touching some type of level down there.
I think we'll have a Christmas rally, and then going into inaugurations, we just gonna consolidate. Like, I ain't gonna lie, after Christmas, I probably won't trade, but I'm gonna definitely like lower my size, my unit size after Christmas.
Yeah, I'm just looking to be in whatever long positions I'm in. That's what I'll stay in, and then any short positions, I'm gonna be out of those going into the new year.
Yeah, fuck that. No positions holding up until inaugurations.
All right, put some levels up on the screen for the people that's following the stream. And it goes some levels for y'all. take down the levels. Let me see. SMCI, yeah, these are daily contracts. Meta, if we catch these Meta pullback, this is going to be a weekly contract. So that, I'm going to look
at I ain't gonna lie. Meta pullback, but hey, that shit gonna be nice, kid.
If I catch Meta at 602, boy, I'll take a contract that expires like 2 months out. You just gotta find something that is not stupid expensive. But
I'm playing that call back up to 625 would be nice.
I like Meta.
Cause that 625 call, that shit used to be $1,000. Now it's 345. It's on sale.
Roll me up one, man.
What we got? All right, so those are the 2 free levels. Oh, I got some. Oh no, let's erase these off of Microsoft. These not Microsoft levels. 2 free levels for the live stream today. Everybody that joined in on Twitter, appreciate y'all. Everybody on the YouTube, make sure you subscribe. CultureShockInvestments.com. Book your consultation if you need a one-on-one session. If you need to learn this and you have no idea what we're talking about, we speak in Chinese, then you need some private time for this to be explained to you so you could understand what's going on here. And if you go back on some of our charting sessions, I have a lot of content on my YouTube channel that breaks things down, but nothing like one-on-one time when you can ask all the questions you need to ask, or you could join these live sessions with us and ask whatever questions you need to ask. But you got to subscribe to the Discord to do that. So the Discord will be in the link to my bio for sure. I'm going to attach it to this video link as well. And appreciate everybody who came through, you know. See you guys next week. Hope these levels help you out throughout the week. And we could make some money together. If you make some money, definitely like and share the video. If you learn anything, definitely like and share the video. And see y'all next week for charting session on Monday. Visit landandculture.com.